Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Ethan Drew here in another reaction and analysis video today. I know you guys probably noticed that there is not a backdrop back here. I had to tear it down for a recent event and use it for that. And also, I'm getting ready to leave out for vacation when I'm recording this on the 27th of March. So today we're going to be reacting to and breaking down the first portion of the Circle Saga from Epic the Musical. I know it's been a few videos since we have last covered Epic content, but we are back with a vengeance, folks. And we are going to be starting off with Puppeteer, followed by Wouldn't You Like? And obviously this is a musical where all the songs kind of run together for those of you who don't know Epic and have seen my videos for the first time. And without further ado, I'll introduce myself at the end of the video. But I am a singer and a music enthusiast, and I like to help you understand music on a basic intermediate level. If I am helping you do that through these videos and my podcasts, which are my primary focus, I would very much appreciate a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what your favorite part of the musical is so far, and let's do this. And I might add, I'm pretty excited to see what this next saga has for us. Harp and strings. Very tranquil.
Captain, I have something that I must confess.
Okay, so really nice, soft, tranquil start to this. And what I mean by tranquil is a little bit more laid back, peaceful, light, airy, not super in your face. Pretty slow, calm, cool, and collected. Yeah, it's a great start to what I feel like it might be a less hectic session after all the other hectic songs that we've done so far, or thus far in the musical. So we have violin, possibly cello in the background. We have a harp. Love a good harp part in a song. It's not, that instrument is not as, it's not used as much as it once was. And I applaud anyone that uses a harp in their music anymore. It's a dated instrument for sure, but it's still an tried, tested, and true instrument.
Captain, I have something that I must confess. Something that I must get off my chest. Until it is said, I cannot rest.
This is really nice flow to
Captain, you really
Go make sure this island is secure.
but Captain,
There's only so much left we can endure. Whatever you need to say can wait some more.
Ooh, they got a really nice, very subtle choir in the background. And apologies if I just punched the mic without... Sorry, guys. Anyway, so they got a nice, subtle choir in the background. It's hard for me to tell if it's computer generated or not at this point because it's so sitting so far back. It's pretty far away, the choir, and it's hard for me to tell if it's computer generated or not. I could probably tell if I keep listening to it, but let's back it up a little. We'll keep going.
We can endure. Whatever you need to say can wait some more. Of that I'm sure.
okay.
So he didn't get to say what he was wanting to say here.
Really gets back so soon.
Interesting. Okay, so we've got what sounds like kind of like glissandos and the strings in the background there, kind of bending the pitch into another sound or into another pitch. So that's what a glissando is where you take a certain pitch and you bend down or bend up into another one. So you'll go up to a higher or lower pitch. Or you'll go down. And it's a pretty cool little effect to add whenever you're composing music. You have to do it sparingly because too many glissandos makes it sound sloppy.
Okay.
See, you really get back so soon. Where's the rest of your crew? And by the gods, what happened to you?
It's almost like you almost got this like light stepping pace going on in the background here, and kind of alludes to the fact that you might be walking through a forest, so to speak. It's kind of what this vibe that this section really kind of leans into.
And by the gods, what happened to you?
We came across a palace. Inside we heard a voice. It seemed to
Ooh, I love the choice of the lower strings there. I love that the plucking of those. Well, it's not plucking. I love the shorter movement of the bow across the strings. It's really cool. It's like and it just adds some grit within those pitches that the lower strings are doing. So you got the actual notes that they're playing, but then they don't quite fit within the normal context of that key within the music. So it creates a little bit of what we call dissonance in the musical world. And dissonance is when effectively there's a little bit of audio grinding, a bit of a grinding sound, if you will. So if you put two notes that are somewhat close together, typically it's within a half step or full step together, you'll notice that whenever you hear them side by side, there's almost like this little bit of grinding that takes place when you listen to it. It's kind of in your head, somewhat, so to speak. But the farther apart from each other the pitches get, the better it sounds. What I mean by that is if you were to say, let's just take the note A, for example. If you were to play an A and then a B flat, or an A and an A sharp, the same thing, those two notes are only a half step apart. And I'll show you what I mean. Ah, that's an A. If you were to do an A sharp, ah, like you can tell those notes are pretty close to each other. But if you played or sang those notes at the exact same time, side by side, it would sound really gritty. It wouldn't sound very good. But just that feeling is dissonance. And if you were to do an A and a B, which are one full step apart, so it would be ah, and then you have a B, ah, yeah, right there, that note right there. If you put those two notes together, it would sound slightly better. The phenomenon of dissonance is really cool, and it disappears rapidly the farther you get away from each other as far as notes. So half step, not so great. Full step, a little bit better. Step and a half or more, you're good. Sounds, most of the time, it's going to sound really good. Anyway, a little bit of a tangent, but that's kind of what dissonance is in a nutshell.
We came across a palace. Inside we heard a voice. It seemed to show no man.
That lower string right there is a somewhat dissonant because it doesn't fit within the key that they're playing here, which to me sounds like the key of B. But we'll keep moving on. And I wanted to also comment on the lower strings in this too. They're short enough. They feel kind of percussive, right? And what I mean by percussive is that it kind of feels almost as if like it's a drum, a lingering drum sound, right? Because it's like, it's kind of helping keep time for the music.
To greet it was our choice, but nothing could prepare us for the power that awaited inside.
What did this palace hide?
Sir, since we left home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods,
Hip-hop.
monsters, you know the roster.
Kick.
Hostile creatures that we could resist, but this was a hell of a twist, cause we...
Okay, this is straight up a rap section. Like, this is actually really, really nifty. I like this a lot. Okay, let's keep going.
Since we left home, we faced just a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods, monsters, you know the roster. Hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was a hell of a twist, cause we are weak to a power like this.
What was it?
A woman.
What?
She...
I was not expecting that. Okay. All right, that was pretty funny. Okay, this is literally, this is straight up out of a comedy show. That line. This was a twist because we are weak to a power like this, and then it's like really sharp, sudden stop of the music. He says, "A woman." Like, that caught me off guard, but I thought it was hilarious. So let's keep going.
Cause we are weak to a power like this.
What was it?
A woman.
What?
She had us in just 2 words.
Come inside.
Damn.
Welcome to the best part of your life.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm trying to think of what that effect is called. So what the effect on the instrument you hear in the background, and I'll show it to you.
Inside.
Damn.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. It sounds like the audio is kind of coming in and out a little bit. It's almost like, phew, phew. It's like it's coming at you and coming right back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So typically what happens is that, I don't remember the name of the effect, but what happens there is that you are basically increasing the volume, or like you start off at a decreased level of volume for that sound, and then you gradually increase it, and then you bring it back down, but at a much faster pace, obviously, given that how short that sound actually is. So it's wah, wah, wah. It's like sudden increase in volume, sudden decrease in volume, all at once. And it's a really cool little effect that not enough people use.
What?
She had us in just 2 words.
Come inside.
Damn.
Welcome to
Really
the
like
best
this
part
beat.
of your life.
Feels
Go
pretty
ahead and
enigmatic.
testify you like. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
Cersei's
Only I
okay.
stayed outside, but the rest went in.
Take a seat.
Okay, this is like kind of like house style beat almost.
I bet you're tired from the years spent
Really
on
nice.
your feet. I've got you. Don't worry, Sassy's got you now.
By the time they ate, it was far too late. For inside the meal,
Think of your past.
she had cast a spell.
And you
Okay, she cast a spell. Let's see where this goes.
It was far too late. For inside the meal,
think of your past.
she had cast a spell.
And your mistakes.
They began to squeal
They'll be the
and grow
last
snouts and tails.
mistakes you'll
She
make.
changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
They transformed,
This is the price.
and it wasn't quick.
We paid it
She
in.
turned our men
The world is not
from men to pigs.
Oh.
to forgive.
She changed them.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a
I just love how warm and velvety this female vocalist, her line is. I just love how just smooth and how smooth the delivery is on this lead part of hers. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, and it's not gorgeous in the sense of, oh, you know, like this light, airy, high kind of feel. It's more just like well delivered, and it's velvety smooth. Like you listen to it and you're like, ear candy.
player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
We have to go save them.
No, we don't. Look at all we've lost and all we've learned. Every single cost is so much more than what we've earned.
Yeah.
Think about the men we have left before they're none. Let's just cut our losses, you and I, and let's run.
Of course I'd like to leave now.
Light hip hop drums in the background there. Let's see where this goes. We're almost done with the first one.
Of course I'd like to run, but I can hardly sleep now, knowing everything we've done. There's no length I wouldn't go if it was you I had to save. I can only hope you'd do the same.
I can hear her still,
No one will find
and her voice deceives.
their way between
What if she can't be killed?
my nymphs and
Will
I.
you choose to
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer.
She's
Yeah.
a clever witch,
This is the prize.
and she's hard to slay.
Beautiful descents into each little percussive section here, and the strings and the piano and it's just all so well meshed together, and there's so much musicianship in this whole entire musical, but it's on a really good display here. It just everything weaves together so incredibly well.
We paid it all.
It's a game of wits,
We draw the line.
but you don't have to play.
What's wrong about
I have to try.
I've got all the power, yeah. I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I'm puppeteer, yeah.
Okay, so that is the end of this one, and let's migrate over to Would You Like?
I must say, what a brilliant speech you gave.
Who goes there?
Just a friend who could help you save your men. A foe like Cersei's not to be messed with. You want to beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention, someone who's
harp.
not afraid to send a message.
Okay, so beautiful, beautiful harp start, just like we did in the last song.
To be messed with, you want to beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention,
See who this
someone
is.
who's not afraid to send a message.
Send a message. Hermes, okay.
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be her. Wouldn't you like to have some of them?
Okay, I like these electronic bass lines in the back, the synths, the pads. I am a sucker for some really good, or some really solid synth bass line like this, and then a nice kick in the back. Like you could go anywhere with this, man. You can go anywhere with that. Let's see where this goes.
Hours you can be hurt or you can be her. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. She can turn you to an animal that'll end up on her plate.
That is, I really like the clean vocals here. Like there's a little bit of grit, but it's still clean. The grit is just kind of sitting in the background there on the back end of his voice. Like it's there, but it's not in your face. And it really gives his voice some character here. It adds to the character that is Hermes in this.
She can turn you to an animal that'll end up.
There was a very slight glissando in his voice there. I loved it. It is such a tiny little thing that most people will overlook. But just little things like that make what this musical is all about. Character and heart.
Conquer her. She can turn you to an animal that'll end up on her plate. She can all but make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date. She can conjure up a monster that'll grind you to the bone. She has all the ways to haunt ya. Like a take her on a line.
See, there's so much heart in
Like a
this.
taste of the power. Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer her. Oh, oh.
And I think we have the voice actor, singer for Cersei's singing in the background with Hermes here.
Here in the roots of this flower that lies such a power to take her on. You must consume and digest it, then you'll manifest a being of your creation. All you need is
Do you hear that line in the background? It's just sitting here floating above the bass line. It's really, really cool. And I'm pretty sure that's also a keypad, but a much higher note than the bass line, obviously. But I liken it almost to the sound of a trombone or baritone in a way. Really nice.
Imagination, though it's only for a moment. You've beaten your opponent.
And I call this route Holy Moly.
Holy moly.
Wouldn't you like a taste of the power?
That laugh is ridiculously good. Like, if he needs a voice acting job, this guy, if he doesn't have one already.
Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power?
Up to an A sharp B flat 4 in chest there. I think from Vorhe maybe.
Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours.
Maybe it's just the guy that's singing here, but that's still a pretty high note, man.
You can be hurt,
Really
you
clean
can
too.
be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some of the magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer. Hermes,
Back to piano.
thank you.
And
Don't thank me, friend. You very well may die. Good luck.
good luck. Dude, that second one was even more fun than the last one. And I thought the last one was pretty fun too. Oh, folks, well, that's going to wrap it up for today. Man, it just keeps getting better and better. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I ask. Don't know what I was going to say there. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your favorite timestamp of the entire the entire first half of the saga so far. If you're enjoying the videos, I'm helping you cultivate that understanding of music. I would very much appreciate it if you would subscribe and pay a visit to my Patreon, where if you would like to support me financially, you can, and you get some really cool benefits out of that as well, such as handwritten letters from me for the much higher patrons, and even at the lowest ranks, you get early video access as well. So you get some really cool benefits if you decide to do that. You don't have to. Completely cost-free options to support me. You got liking, commenting, and subscribing as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today. This video is made possible by patrons like Miss Nancy Flesher. If you are interested in getting shoutouts like this at the end of my videos, make sure you hit the link in my description to go to Patreon, where you have the ability to do so. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I love you. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.